Yo, guys. Good morning. Hopefully, you are enjoying your Saturday morning cartoons, your little Disney block here. We've had some pretty good games so far, so we got to put in something that's maybe questionably a good game, or maybe not a good game. And that's going to be the Genesis version of Talespin. I don't know how people feel about this game. I don't know. It doesn't get the same amount of love that maybe the NES version does, and the NES version of Talespin doesn't really get a whole lot of love to begin with. So this should take us about 25 minutes, I think. Time will start when I pick our character. We are going to pick Baloo. We will never play as Kit. And I will give Grump a countdown from 5, and then we'll start the timer and get this run going. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Paul looks so awake right now. I've been awake for hours at this point. All right. One thing I will say about this game, music is not bad. So what's the plot? What are we doing here this morning? We are in a contest to win a contract to deliver packages for Amazon. And our competition is trying to kill us. For real. Gotta watch out for our health here. Because those crabs, we end up picking up crabs very early in this game. Be careful out there, everybody. Crabs do a lot of damage, just like in real life. Oh. And that snake just did a number on us as well. There we go. That's what we're supposed to do. Jump up here. So basically all we have to do is we got to pick up 10 boxes of cargo each stage. You can pick up more, but 10 is the minimum to progress. And then there's a little boss fight after each section. Not anything too crazy. We're playing on easy mode, so you can basically just like spam shots for the most part. One thing you'll notice about this game, hit detection is awful. We have an weapon here, and it barely will hit at most. Like the best of times, that shit ain't hitting at all. So we had to travel the world to collect this cargo. We have started, interestingly enough, in the lost city of Atlantis. And now we are escaping the lost world of Atlantis with our cargo, and you will see that our competition has decided to go full world war on us because they themselves also want to get the cargo contract. With the amount of bombs, like those things look like nukes, man, and like planes that they're going, I'm fairly certain that we are up against the cartel for this contract, and this is not a good place to be. Baloo and Kit do not want to be up against the cartel, because you will probably not win that. And for some reason the cartel can impact the weather because they have spawned a cloud of lightning, which is also attacking us. You know what? It doesn't matter what the cargo is. It really doesn't. You know, the mailman doesn't question the mail you get. You know, I don't question the cargo I push. So we are now in, I believe they said this was Italy. I don't think the game devs really knew a whole lot about geography, because this, I mean, I've never been to Italy, so like, the hell do I know? But it's not really what I think of when I think of Italy. That coin back there that we picked up will give us temporary invincibility. That was a very poor jump. That was an even poorer jump. We're probably gonna die. Yeah, because once again, crabs are really bad for your health. That's fine. So there'll be no world record set today. We did set a new world record in this game while practicing for SEGATHON. I believe it is now 21 minutes and 5 seconds. And believe it or not, a long time ago, during Sega Week back in 2019, we set a world record for this game on stream. Here on SegaCrew, but no repeat this time. See me trying to kill those snakes with my weapon and just not working. So this boss fight here is kind of annoying because you can only hit him when he has all his shots on the roof and they explode. And you can only really sneak one in. Most other of these boss fights, you can get multiple shots in, and you can kind of just really cheese it. And now we are in Greece. I at least buy this a little bit more, that this is Greece. Also collecting... That snake is actually doing damage to me from that far away. Hilarious. We are collecting empty boxes as well that we're just using to be able to boost ourselves up to higher spots on the stage. And we're gonna get this little speed upgrade here. It's temporary. But we do like speed in a speedrun. Come down here, get the last cargo box, and go up. Z-Talk, 7/4 time on this song. Keen ear. Very keen ear. And we're gonna just fall down to the exit for the stage. So I want to make sure this guy doesn't do too much damage to you. There we go. And now it is time for us to escape Europe. Grump told us to get the hell out of Europe and never come back. And we are going to comply because he was nice enough to start the timer for me for this speed run. So we will oblige. And we will move on. Butchering the country. Sorry. It's a race around the world. You know. The next place we're going to end up in is Egypt. Supposedly. I do buy it that we are going to Europe. I get the star. I see it. These sections here, honestly, there's a lot of enemies coming at you, and they do a lot of damage, but the game gives you more than enough wrench upgrades, which just repairs your plane. The grapefruits give you a temporary split shot. Yes, welcome to Egypt. In Egypt, they have cobras, along with the regular pink snakes that we already have in the game. A little bit of a tough jump coming up here. But we got it. You'll notice, by the way, that this game is so poorly made that there's actually a lot of screen tearing in the game. That's not the capture. That's not my capture. That's actually just the game. Spiders attacking us. Take a leap of faith down to our last bit of cargo. Nine, and then there's one more hidden up here. And we are out of Egypt. And here is my favorite boss. It is Mr. Jimmy Legs. He is going to either do one of two attacks on you. He's either going to shoot his gun, which he's doing right now, which is what we want him to do, or he's going to Jimmy Legs his way and run at you. And we don't want that. It takes too much time. You can't actually hit him when he Jimmy Legs you. And now we have decided to just go from Egypt to apparently India. This is probably the toughest stage in the game. It's very mazy. We're going to be teleporting all over this stage. And we are going to take a intentional death about midway through. So I am going to be trying to bring my health down a little bit along the way, but not too much, because it's very easy to accidentally get hit in this game, because your shots are... Yeah, like we accidentally got hit there. But 3 ticks of health, that'll make for a good damage, a good death warp here. There's a snake down here that we're just gonna let it take our life. And that'll just bring us back to the beginning of the stage. How is this India? I know. I agree. I don't have no idea how this is India, but the user manual of the game says that this is India. Get those boxes, and we're going to teleport again. We want to be careful not to take too much damage in this stage, because the spawns of items that you get is dependent on how much damage you've taken. And I'm looking for a very specific set of items just down here. That's not one of the ones that I was looking for at all. So we might be in a bit of a precarious health situation. Actually, it's not a horrible health situation here. We can live with this. Give us our invincibility so we can just walk through that enemy. Look at this. Trying to kill this thing. Jeez, finally. Crap. Come on. Great hit detection, great game. Everybody should play this. It's a masterpiece. Just gonna get some health up here, and then we are just good to get out of here. Damage boost the rest of the way. And now we're just fighting the magnet dude again. Easy. And they told us to get the hell out of the fake India. I really still don't believe that place was India. I mean, the only thing that we can really say about this game is that it's better than TurboGrafx 16 Talespin. I'm sure everybody knows how horrible that game is. And for our Americans in chat this morning, we're heading to the USA next, and this game does not think highly of the USA at all. Maybe it's accurate, I don't know. But for every other place in the world, we got to see some pretty cool stuff. The enemies, snakes, and all kinds of cool stuff like that. United States, well, just wait. First of all, welcome to New York City. It's the first stage. Other than Kung Fu Cats, which I never saw when I was in the United States. Rats are your big enemy. Rats and seagulls, aka frickin' United States, man. I give a shout out to Mr. 007. He routed the New York stage very well. Before he found a really good way through this stage, this was probably the hardest stage in the game. Because of this section down here, I was walking through the sewers and it's just the rats were just absolutely on my butt, just killing me. And we get the return of Jimmy Legs one final time. See if he behaves himself. Yes, we're not going to see the Jimmy Legs today. Give us good patterns. And then, not to disrespect only the East Coast, we're now in San Francisco, where we have the same issue as in New York. Rats and seagulls just everywhere. These are some pretty big rats too, like jeez. I'd be scared if I saw one of these. There's one kind of tight jump coming up. Oh. This is not where I wanted to be. Can I even still get up there? Oh, good. Things have gone off the rails. I'm just gonna take a death, start over. I missed that jump. Seagull, I want you to kill me. What are you doing? Come back. Really that hard to die? It's okay. I'm literally trying to die and I can't. Oh my god. All right. Try literally all of that again. This is our last platforming stage in the game. This is the last city we are visiting. Okay, and we are out of here. Here's our nemesis, by the way. I think that's who we were fighting against for the contract, and we just killed him at the customs office in the airport. Like, we just took him out in cold blood, and, like, that's the end of it. We'll never see him again. But his fellow cartel fighters will fight here to avenge his honor in one final bombing campaign. So after this, we are going to get a complete change in style of game that this is. The game is going to change from... I need a wrench. The game is going to change from a side-scroller platformer to just like a Gradius-style shooter. And believe me when I tell you, it's the best part of the game. Like, they should have actually just made this game that, because the platforming is broken and doesn't work. This, on the other hand, works very well. We are still collecting cargo as it falls from the sky. And we're just taking out some cannons along the way. We want to try to collect as much cargo as possible. There's going to be a couple that are just a little too difficult to get. We don't want to risk crashing the plane just to get it. So we're going to try to get as many of these easy ones as possible. Like that. After this, there is the final boss. Final boss is very reminiscent to that boss in Rocket Knight Adventures, which we will have a run of that Sunday night, where you're shooting different parts off of the airship in space. So we're going to be doing the same thing with the final boss. We're going to be taking out different parts of the ship, and then it's going to open up to show us like a smaller plane. And we take out the smaller plane, and like then that's it. So I will let Grump know when we are getting close to time, and then I'll let him know when we're actually at time. One thing we will want to see in the final boss fight, and it is complete RNG whether or not we get it, the game's going to give you some items that you can pick up, either a wrench or a split shot. We want to see at least one wrench. That way we don't have to worry about dying during the final boss fight, which is a concern. Because we do take quite a bit of damage during it, trying to just, take it out as quickly as we can. The longer that you're doing the fight, the more damage it is you're likely to take. And here we go, final boss fight. There it is off to the side. We're going to take out a bunch of different parts of this thing. The game will scroll and let us get started. There we go. Take out a front cannon. We did get a wrench. Excellent. Okay, I'm going to take out these 3 shooters here and the Grabby McGrabberson. We are good on health. So now the ship should open up to take out the final 2 parts. down here below. Oh, we still got Grabby McGraberson still alive. Okay. Should open up here very soon. There we go. We take out the plane, and we take out the cannon. And time coming up on fade outs. We died instead. That's great. Oh, but we finished anyway. Dude, so time. We died, but we got the contract anyway. That's hilarious. That's never happened to me before. We took one bullet, crash, and then they were like, we'll give you the contract anyway. Oh, that's hilarious. Thanks for the GGs, guys. All right, well, that's gonna be it for me. I'm gonna hop back onto tech here now. Coming up next, though, we've got No Diggity doing Quackshot. I had to think about the game for a second. Quackshot's a lot better than Talespin.